Let's jam! Where are the tunes?
Folks say to be the very best, you gotta travel across the land. But I'm happy here at pretty good, just out walking with my friends. So you can fly from coast to coast for all the antics events. But my destiny's here in Tennessee, my Pokedex in hand. You run your laps chasing lickitung in Providence, and you arc your throws for Electabuzz in St. Louis. But when you're lost in Boston seeking Pokestops, boo-hoo, we'll all still be spinning them up on Rocket Top. It's true. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Tanglers from Los Angeles. If you're there chasing Charizard, you're making your life way too hard. Clutching garlic, pounding pavement down Ventura Boulevard. We don't need Nidoqueens from down New Orleans. I hate to rain on solo you, but parades need a willing crew. All those squirtles on St. Charles saw you wandering and withdrew. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Lapras from Minneapolis or Polar Bears from Mississippi's. There's enough Weedles on Monteagle. We could evolve a swarm of Beedrill. There's enough Snubble down to Shovel. We could team Sled with Grumble. We don't need Oregon from out in Oregon or any Pikachus from up in Massachusetts. Sorry, Professor Oklahoma, we'll raid gyms in Tullahoma. Sorry, Pokecoin Palooka, we'll hatch on hikes in Chattanooga. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. One evening as the sun went down our cooking coals were glowing. Down the path came a party hiking, and they said, folks, we're all going. We're yearning for a portal far away in a tavern full of shouting. So join us, friends, and let's descend deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain. There run dungeons hot and cold, where the monsters surge and pushes, and the youngest runes are old. Where the mimics all lie waiting, and the goblin werebats roost. All the wisps and wasps and the mezzo-lost, the hidden pit where we'll all plummet deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, all our blades will sing like choirs, as our arrows strike like drum beats, and our green flame pops and pyres. Our barbarian will stomp a brood as the rogues dance.
Hi, everybody!
Sworn to go
About to go
at a great
live.
tempo.
You see, all right, hitting go live now. I'm not on the server yet, but you know, one thing at a time. Oh, dear. I thought we were just going to do a bit of a recording and then do it like off camera, but you know what? This is good too. Yes, I saw that. Oh, I get that. I get that. We're all good. We're all good.
Oh, I'm still muted. They only hear Cleo.
They only hear me, so you haven't heard any of that explanation.
No, no, no. Okay, so they haven't heard that I screwed up and thought we were streaming. And so now we are streaming because I had already started the stream.
I don't know if either of us screwed up necessarily. It's more kind of a we did a thing. Okay, I'm in HermitCraft now. I should probably mute myself in HermitCraft because we're on a call. We're on a call.
Or we can maybe we should switch to the group. Here, should we call it Castle Group?
Okay, right. So yeah, I will hang up, I guess.
Okay. Yay.
Oh, this is going to be jump scary. Just so you're aware, if I scream,
okay,
expect it. Yeah.
I will.
So,
yeah.
I'm hanging up.
Fair enough. See you there. Okay, yeah, we're still setting up, y'all. The overlay is up because we're getting the audio working. The stream is not ready. We're working on the stream. The stream is not set up yet. Yes, I know the stream setting up now thing is still up because we're still doing the setting of the upping. That's a part of the process. So once Cleo gets in game, she's going to join our Hohenzollern room, and we're going to be doing some work on Hohenzollern Castle. So, and yeah. So just so you know, the first like 15 minutes of Cleo's streams are usually people resubscribing. So if you want to give me something to say, tips are always welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. No, it's fine.
Hi!
Hey, Cleo. Hey, Cleo, how are you?
That's good. I was just admiring the wall, and I'm thinking about it.
Okay, yeah, I wanted
that maybe it should be.
I wanted to talk to you about the wall. Are you looking at the part that I'm working on? Because I have some thoughts.
You have some thoughts.
Okay.
I'm thinking the top part should be darker, but
okay.
There are thoughts. Go on.
Okay. Well, I'm turning off my webcam so I can do a recording segment. Dang it! The push to talk. If I switch to OBS and switch back, dies. Here, let's try a little bit of that again. Hey, Cleo, I see you are inspecting the parts of the wall I've been working on.
I am definitely inspecting the parts of the wall you've been working on.
I have some notes. Okay, are we back? Okay, maybe we do another take on that. I had a sudden internet hiccup. Sorry, Cleo.
You are the. That's fine. You are the best at push to talk.
Yeah, that wasn't push to talk. That was the internet died. And I'm hoping I don't have to restart the router. I'm hoping that was something upstream. There have been all sorts of internet problems lately. We had some pretty bad storms a few days ago, just outside the city. And things have been kind of spiky since then. But I don't want to complain because, like, 20 people, like, were swept away in the floods and, like, houses were destroyed. So it's like my internet being a little bit...
there are limits to complaining.
Yeah. It's like, okay, my internet's going to be messed up for a little while, and I'm just going to accept that. Okay. But, yeah. So I'm going to walk this back and...
retake, everybody.
Yeah, retake. This is for a recording segment, so my webcam is off. HermitCraft Season 8, Episode 11, Segment Bravo, Take 2, and action. Howdy, Cleo. I see you are taking a look at that wall that I have begun work on.
I am indeed. It is a very fine wall.
You know,
Few notes.
Yeah, I welcome your notes, because I have some thoughts. I'm not entirely thrilled with it, but what are your notes first?
No. I'm thinking that the wall should probably be darker to contrast with the castle itself, personally. But I'm willing to hear what you've got to say.
Okay, well, I know you said to have it kind of slope gently away from the castle. I kind of tried like a slope of about 5 or 6, roughly. And,
yeah,
you know, I feel like in some ways that's almost not steep enough. I don't know.
Right.
So I'm kind of thinking
right.
maybe a slope of 8.
When you say a slope of 8, you mean like come out 8?
No, I mean like go up 8 blocks. Every 8 blocks we come in one. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, it's that's a slope of 2, but I'm okay with that. It's not particularly very sloped. It's very gently. It's very steep as it is, but it has got a bit of a slope. So, yeah.
So you think what we got is
all right
okay
to me.
then?
Well, no, I'm quite happy to. I'm quite happy for you to have a more banked version, if you will. So yeah, that works. If you want to go up 8 and then, you know, do the top is cool.
When you say more banked, this might be one of those English subtleties. You're saying more banked means steeper?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to confirm that, because I was saying steeper, but more banked would make it look more like an embankment and less like a wall.
I see what your problem
in
is.
like American
Most of this
English.
is not going to be seen at the bottom anyway, because there's like bunches and bunches of trees.
Yeah, so one thought I had on the trees. I've been clearing trees around the wall here, and I think that maybe instead of planting saplings and having them grow to their natural height, we should do some artificial bushes where we put in like a log with some shrubs around it, kind of create a false set of treetops out of shrubs here, just very low.
I was thinking we speak to Jem, because she is massively underselling her tree creation. So I think we should get a couple of really big trees around our thing, and then shrubify the bottom underneath the trees.
Interesting. Okay. And you had some notes about the build palette and making the walls more distinct from the castle itself.
Yeah, I think we need to go darker. So I think we need to use the darker woods. I think and the lighter stuff on the castle. So maybe most the bottom palette and the wood, and then maybe just the regular sandstone on top.
Okay. So basically, instead of going all the way through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks of the palette, we only use the bottom 4.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, I do like the idea. I noticed on the original wall over there that you had the birch and normal sandstone thicker than the mushroom and the dripstone. So I would still probably keep these down to 3 tall at most, because these are the rarest materials, but I would increase the birch to a maximum of 4 or 5, and the sandstone to 4 to 6, maybe tall.
I mean, if there is a possibility of another colour between the birch and the mushroom, that would work, but I don't know what that would be. I mean, we need something lighter than the mushroom, but darker than the birch.
Okay. Well, I might be able to pull up some Minecraft color transition charts online and see if I can find one with both birch and mushroom blocks on it and what they would have between there.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay.
Maybe a different colour of wood, maybe a darker wood.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can figure out. Time
that works for me.
skip. Okay.
Right, so
Okay.
what woods do we have?
I'm turning my camera on and my recording
If
off.
you're talking, I can't hear you.
Yeah,
That's
I was
how
just
that
saying I was
works.
turning the camera on and the recording off. But yeah,
okay.
the voice capture only works when Minecraft is in focus. Sorry, Cleo.
That's okay.
Okay. So yeah, we can create our own color chart. I said I was going to go look at some, but I might actually let the chat. I'll leave that as an exercise to the viewer.
Yeah.
And we'll just
Chat. If you think of a block that could go between the mushroom and the birch, please tell us. That would work. We can't use granite, it's too pink. It needs to be a brownish tone.
Okay, I've already got
Terracottas are really dark. So I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, so somebody in my Discord
Is it not
chat
dark? Yes, not night. It feels like it should be
dang it.
night.
Sorry, somebody in my Discord chat sent something over that I'm looking at now. It looks like the shaved oak or the stripped oak might be good.
Okay, well let's get some oak, because there's bound to be oak trees around here, and see how it looks in the colour palette.
Yeah, okay. And
Oh my goodness, it's all... Did you plant this birch?
Did I what?
Did you plant this birch?
I planted extra birch all over the place here so that... Wait, which one are you
Okay,
looking
just
at?
checking, because I couldn't find any when I started getting birch logs.
Yeah, I've been planting just a little birch grove all throughout here because I figured we needed a bunch.
Yeah, okay. I'm getting some... I'm just cutting down this tree. Nobody needs this particular tree. Because I thought the oak and the birch were relatively similar when they're stripped.
They're close, but they're not the same.
That could work.
Yeah. See, that's right between there.
Okay. Right. Let's have a bit of fiddle.
Okay.
I've only got like a few blocks of this, so... and then...
Sorry, I just had to set something up.
That's cool. That's cool.
The stream being upset. I think I lost my YouTube chat and my Periscope chat, so I gotta reopen both.
That'll do it. Oh, we got a hype train going on in my chat, so that's nice. Thank you very much. I will look at like stuff in a minute.
You know what noise?
That's
hype
actually not a
trains
bad
get?
transition.
You know
Sorry?
you know what noise hype trains get, Cleo?
It's funny. I got exactly. Yeah, that actually works. That's a nice transition. Which means only the top levels of the top part of the wall should be sandstone, so we can hide the top of the logs. So.
And I will say too that having sand in there did make it difficult to do things that slope inward.
Yeah, I get that.
For the walls,
but I've got a lot. We've got.
I guess what I'm saying though is for the walls, it's okay because we can use scaffolding inside of that, and nobody's going to be down in that lower area.
But they're
For
looking at
building,
looking at the castle itself. There are no really sloped walls. Like
Yeah, at
pretty
least
much
not that
none.
high up. I mean, there's some kind of lower down where the between the two courtyards, the upper courtyard and the lower courtyard, like the backside
Yeah.
of the chapel has a sloped wall. But that's actually that chapel building because needs to have a different palette anyway. It looks like it was built slightly later out of lighter stone.
Okay, so we'd probably use the top part of it anyway.
Yeah.
So,
But
you know,
yeah, we might not be able to use the sand in there. I don't know.
just fudge the sand with like the other solid block if you need to, because we got smooth stone and those can be sort of mixed in together, so that would be okay. Right, I'm gonna take a quick AFK break to talk to my chat. So
Sounds good.
I'll
I'm gonna go and start ripping out the wall and maybe start adding some new things with the.
I've
new
also got my model in front of me and a ruler,
Oh.
so we can start on that today as well. Kitty,
got
no,
mine too.
you're not allowed near the model.
But I'll talk
Alright,
to you
I'll be
about
right back.
measurements after your AFK break.
Okay.
Bye, Cleo. Do. So we have 2 tasks, chat. Welcome everybody. We need to rip out parts of the wall that we've already worked on that are on the lower 2 tiers because we're going to be moving that inward. Welcome, Judd Otto. Yep, bonus ZombieCleo and Joe streaming here from Nashville, Tennessee, and the mysterious United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Okay, so basically the idea is to move. This is like currently the walls come out 3 blocks, and that's not quite steep enough. So we're gonna move the top 2 blocks of this second tier in by 1, and then we're gonna move everything else in too.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, Cleo. Are you on voice activation? It feels like you have some sort of sensitivity setting issue where you're cutting out occasionally in the middle of your sentences.
Oh,
Could you turn the sensitivity up a little bit?
I mean, what, on voice chat?
Well, yeah, that's the thing that you're cutting out on. Like,
Yeah, let me,
let's see.
settings. Voice activation threshold.
Yeah, maybe
I've turned that down,
That would
like
probably
way
be good.
down.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So-
Yeah, because I'm on push to talk, which only fails, of course, when I switch windows, but not usually in the middle of sentences. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I noticed that.
oh, another
I
thing
noticed
that I
that.
forgot to mention, Cleo, is I just grabbed like 4 shulker boxes of sandstone and sand and that sort of thing. So I'm gonna dump
Oh, that's
that
cool.
under the smithy as well.
Fair enough.
I've realized we should probably start cooking some of the sandstone now.
Yeah, but I think what we should do is we should get the outline of the castle in first, the bits that we have.
Well, I agree with
So-
you on that. My point though was more like we can be cooking sandstone in the background
Whilst we wait.
yeah,
I
because
guess.
we'll have the chunks loaded.
Have you been? Here's the question. Have you been to the Spike Farm today?
I went last night, but I'm not sure if these chunks have been loaded by other people passing through.
Possibly not. I'll go check. So we might as well get that sort of sorted whilst we're here.
Yeah, one thing I was gonna say is it's possible that maybe we don't even start with the darkest part of the palette on some of the castle buildings anyway.
Oh no.
So, yeah.
Because there is a 3-story building that some of the walls where it's only 2 stories because of, you know, locations and stuff. So it's all a bit higgledy-piggledy.
Mhm.
So yeah, I get you.
So somebody is asking if only special people are allowed to play on HermitCraft. I mean, I would contend that everyone's special.
I would also contend that that is not what they meant. But here's the thing about HermitCraft is we're all kind of friends. So, you know, if we don't know you, the chances of you playing on HermitCraft are pretty much 0.
Looks like Impulse SV was just slain by an Enderman. And, for example, our mutual friend Mumbo Jumbo just asked if he was okay. Because Cleo and I were too self-absorbed.
No, we're just not good friends is the issue. We're all friends, but we're just not good ones.
Some of us just aren't that close.
Whereas if it was Joe, I would be laughing right now. So
Yeah, thanks, Cleo.
Hey, you know it's true.
It is.
You know it's
Okay,
true.
so I've got the smooth sandstone cooking. Nothing deserves to die. Peace, love, and plants. Okay, so I got some scaffolds so that we can do our marking of stuff, or at least count. I can count out things and check your math, and you can check my math and whatnot. It looks like
Okay.
on my model, I did. I looked at the difference between the 2 courtyard heights on your build so far, and assuming that you got that right, on my model, 2 millimeters is 1 block.
Okay.
So that turned out
think
pretty
I got
well
that right.
math-wise.
That's pretty handy actually. Right. I am a bit further ahead of you in the block. So that is 3 centimeters. Pretty much exactly.
Okay, I don't have your stream pulled up, so I'm not sure what you're pointing at. 1 second.
Oh no. That height difference between the courtyard and the inner courtyard.
Oh, okay.
So the outer thing and the inner thing.
The outer thing to the inner thing was 3 centimeters. Let me... Where did I put my ruler down?
It's all right. You know what? Let's go up to the thing. This is going to be problematic. I mean, we could go off both models, or we could go off the only completed one that I have.
Well, we should primarily go off yours, but we should check our work with my stuff, is what I was thinking. So, like, sanity check it. I'm not saying, like, I'm going to correct...
Nothing that you are involved in, Joe, it requires sanity. Silence means you know I'm right.
Yeah, okay.
You're not actually allowed here at the moment. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
So I was just checking, and yeah, so basically I had 18 millimeters where you had 3 centimeters.
Yeah.
And so this 9 blocks here, for me, was
Hang
18
on, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Make sure we're talking about the right bit, because I feel like we have had issues with that. Figuring out what the other person is talking about.
Yes, and of course I don't
So-
have a pencil or a notebook in front of me for doing, like, cross multiplication. But right here...
But you know what? We have calculators.
Yeah, right here where I'm standing, Cleo. I'm standing on the thing I measured. So
Okay.
this-
That block.
the difference
that.
between this platform and this platform,
3 centimeters.
that's 3 centimeters for you, that's 18 millimeters for me. So that's
9 meters in total.
yeah.
Yay. Okay.
So let's see.
I'm going to get a calculator up.
Yeah.
Or I could just ask the chat to do math. That's good as well.
So 3 centimeters is 30 millimeters.
I'm not entirely sure it is, but you know.
I think it is. So if we have an 18 to 30 ratio, that's 9 out of 10. So my model is 9.
Oh.
Wait, no, that's not right.
I can't hear Joe anymore because, you know.
Yeah, because I'm doing math in another
Reasons.
window. Sorry. Okay, wait. So that's 6 out of 10.
I'm going to... Give me a second. I'm going to go grab my phone. That has a calculator. And then I can do math whilst we are talking.
Okay, yeah. I put my phone down in the other room so I wouldn't be distracted. And I'm
You
doing
went to
a fourth-
Cleo School of Math.
job.
You know nothing.
Okay, so my model is 2/5 the scale of your model. And if yours is 1 out of 250, and mine is 2/5 smaller than that, then I think we multiply 250 by 5 and divide it by 2.
Joe, why? Why you do this to me?
Okay, so 250 divided by or times 5 is 1250. So mine is a 1
The
to
silence
620.
means you don't know either.
No, mine is a 1 625th scale, I think.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad we're okay with this. Now,
We're okay with it being 1 625th scale?
hey,
Don't yell in all
Right.
caps. Please take time
I'm
to
now
read the
looking at
rules.
this outy bit. That is 2 times.
People are asking about the face camera getting bigger. It gets
So
bigger every time we hit a $20 tipping
1,
milestone
2,
via
3,
paypal.me/showhills.
right, so this is where the chapel is, and the chapel is up on top of that bit. Okay, so this is gonna get really weird, guys. Just so you know, the math is gonna be a thing. So,
Okay.
right, I'm looking at this.
So you're looking at the chapel, which, like, the shortest part of the chapel? Or-
Right, so I'm at the moment I'm looking at the distance from this curvy bit to the beginning of the bit that starts up there, because this back here. There's the castle that's got 3 floors, and up there it's only got 2 floors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I calculated that this is 2 centimeters, which means it should be 5 blocks, because it should be 2 times 250, which is 500. Divided by 100 makes 5.
Well,
So
okay. So it should be 5 blocks after the first 9 that get it up to the level
yeah,
there.
so this level, right?
Yeah.
So this should basically be wall after this.
Yeah, and the wall should come out, it looks like, about 2 or 3 blocks. Because it's pretty... It's steep, but it's...
1 block, if that, because it's
think?
like a millimeters difference on my model. Like, literally, there's virtually no different. It's basically the same point. I'm thinking we're talking about less than 30 centimeters of wall.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think we should just cull the difference and call it nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I guess what I'm getting confused by is, in some ways, we already knew how high this part of the wall was, because we knew how high this is, right? So,
Yeah.
what we're... Sorry, it's early. Let me
It's cool.
let me clear my throat and have another sip of coffee. So what you're saying, though, is from this point here, it goes up 5.
No.
No.
What I'm saying is that it comes out that this pillar here, yeah, everything beyond here should be wall. Okay? So for example, I've got some blocks. So everything down here, this is just regular wall. Okay? That has nothing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The actual castle starts back here and has kind of a thing that comes out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because it's... Once the chapel becomes boxy is when it has that light-colored wall come down. And you're saying that light-colored wall comes down where that scaffold is.
Yes.
Okay.
So the castle, that chapel itself. So the castle starts here, but the chapel itself is on that. In fact,
Yeah,
if I come up there,
so
we can just
this
put a
stone
path down.
brick should actually go out a little bit further. Is
Probably, but the wall will go on top of it, is what I'm saying.
yeah.
Okay, so if I just put this here and then the wall goes on top, effectively.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, it should come here. effectively there.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. I didn't realise this was going to be so difficult.
I kind of did. This is why I wanted us to do it together, so we wouldn't mess it up. Okay. So then, here's the part where it looks like it's a shear wall for. Let me measure this.
I have 10 centimeters of sheer wall.
Okay. So 7. It looks like it would be about 3.5 meters in Minecraft, which we have to either round to 3 or 4 of shear wall before it gets to the sloped wall part.
I've got 25 blocks in total. I'm starting to think this might be out of whack. Nah, it's fine.
Okay, so did you bet? So there's it's a shear wall briefly, and then there's like a wedge that juts out. That's very steep, but it's still a wedge. Let me see if I can find a picture of that, and then like because this is on the real castle.
Yeah. And I will say to you again, I don't think we can always get exactly on the what the real castle is. So, right.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to send this to you.
Let me just show you how tall I think the wall should be. Based on my measurements, based on the thing, should be.
Okay, Cleo, the thing I sent you in Discord, you see a triangular wedge shape. So the chapel has that little outside curve part, then it becomes blocky, and then there's like 2 windows.
That is one of the roads.
Do you see the wedge? The wedge.
That little wedge shape out the front.
I'm talking about under the chapel, on the side wall of the chapel,
That's one of the roads.
where we're standing right now. There's a wedge. So there's 2 windows on the chapel, and there's a wedge that comes down. Okay. Cleo, so on the model we're looking at.
Yeah.
Or in the picture we're looking at. You see how there's 2 windows on the side wall of the chapel? And when you zoom in on that photo and look at those same 2 windows, you'll see that there's a wedge that's part of the wall of the building that comes out from directly, like almost touching that window. That second window. That's not part of the.
This is why I said we should do it.
It's not part of the road. It's part of the. It's like a supporting wall thing. But do you see what I mean?
No, not particularly. I'll be honest.
Are you zoomed in?
Oh, hang on. Are you talking about this wedge here?
I'm talking about directly. So the chapel has 2 windows, right? There's 2 windows on the chapel on this side, and one of them is about here, and then the second window is about here. And directly beneath this window is a wedge that juts out and comes down. So if you look at that photo and...
You mean this bit?
No, it's before that bit. That's not a wedge. What I'm talking about is a triangle that has been extruded. Is there a different word for wedge in England? It's like a triangle, but you pulled it through multiple parallel planes.
Right, so...
It's in the photo I just sent you on Discord.
Yeah, I'm looking at the photo, and I really don't know what you're talking about.
When you zoom in on the windows of the chapel here, there's 2 windows.
Okay, let me just...
And there's like a really blatant wedge. You can see the shadow of it.
Oh, I see what you mean. That is not on the model.
Okay, that's on my model. But, okay. But, so that's what I was saying is that some part of this... So it would be a shear wall for a bit, and then it becomes that wedge.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. So at least we know that what each other are talking about now. We don't have to sort out the exact math of that, but if you see me add a wedge
fine.
there now,
Fine.
you'll know that it wasn't just me putting in a random three-dimensional triangle.
That's fine. How are they working from 2 different models? Yes. Yes, we are. That's the part of the problem.
Indeed.
I'm not going to break his scaffolding because this is hard enough without breaking the scaffolding.
Okay.
Okay, let's just sort out the basic model shape.
Sure.
Okay? Right. So that, I actually think that I think I actually put that in the wrong position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I put it at 9. Let me just check my math. I might have put it in the wrong position. My brain is telling me that I did. But that's fine. We can just change it.
Are we intentionally working from 2 different models? Well, there was only one left of the model Cleo has, so I had to get the cheaper one.
Okay, right. This tower is in the right position for the main wall. This needs to be 2 blocks further down because I've apparently put it in the wrong place. So this courtyard I will need to rip out and put it in the correct place.
Which
means I need to rip out this courtyard and put that 3 blocks down underneath that because I did everything relative to each other. But that's not why we're here.
If you're bringing this courtyard down 3 blocks, this is the courtyard that I was basing the walls off of. So,
not this courtyard, not the one we're standing on.
Okay.
This one. But this is the new height there.
Okay. So, if we're only going up 7 blocks.
Yes.
This is the difference between these 2 courtyards is how I figured out the scale of my model. So I need to recalculate the scale of my model then.
Oh, it's still 3 different blocks height, which means I need to rejig 2 courtyards. Well, so if this is wrong, I based my measurement of this courtyard off that one. It's still 3 blocks different.
You're saying, let me be clear. So this one here is still 3 blocks lower than this second one.
Yes,
but
it's
both,
just in the wrong place.
Both need to be moved down by how many blocks?
2 blocks.
Okay. So that means instead of there being 9 blocks here that corresponds with 18 millimeters on my model, there's going to be 7 blocks here that correspond with 18 millimeters on my model. So I need to redo my math for how deep the outer walls cut before they meet the ground.
Math! That's what we came here for. Math.
Yes. So let me do some math about 7 out of 18.
Okay, so right, I'm gonna take this down 2 blocks, and then I'm just gonna start like rejigging the outline. So and then okay, this one needs to come in like so. And then 2. And then another 2. Right.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it goes to 3. There we go. Sometimes when your math is wrong, all you've got to do, everybody, is try again. Because sometimes math is not going to work for you the way it should. And that's not your fault, that's math's fault. Fact. Don't trust my math. I mean, trust me when I say I got it wrong, because, you know, It's math. I always tend to get it wrong.
Okay, I'm
So
creating...
This courtyard is coming down here. And this one goes back.
Okay, Cleo, I'm creating a conversion... I'm creating a table for this so I don't have to do the math on the fly all the time. Because 1 millimeter is now equal to 2.57 blocks. So 2 millimeters is 5.14. 3 millimeters is 7.71. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait, hold on. Maybe am I doing this wrong?
I mean, statistically, probably.
Wait, maybe... No, because 1 millimeter actually is 0.39 blocks. 1 second.
This is fine, chat. This is fine. This is what learning is. That's what failure is, the first attempt at learning. Fact.
Okay. Okay, so I've got it set up now with this table. So the closest it gets for a while is every 5 blocks is every 5 millimeters is 1.94 blocks. But this is actually good news on the whole for the scale of the outer walls. I think this is going to be okay. Cold Sherpa says, Joe, I think you might want to have blocks to millimeters rather than millimeters to blocks. Well, the thing is, when I measure the pieces of paper in the model, it's in millimeters, and then I need to convert it to blocks, right? So, like, I measured that it was, like, 31 millimeters on part of the wall. And then I measured it was 28 millimeters on another part of the wall. So I need to be able to convert those. So...
Joe has a method.
Yes, so 31 millimeters is 12.06
don't worry about Joe.
blocks.
Joe's fine.
So that's close. Okay, so that means at where the wall is lowest, it's now 11 blocks instead of 14, which actually is going to let me do more with the terrain than... So that's actually good. There's going to be less carving in than I was originally worried about. So on the whole, this is... Even though this makes the math more obnoxious than just having every 2 millimeters is 1 block, it'll look better. Yay.
It'll look better.
It'll look better. Woo! But it also means that I can start, I don't know, taking down more of the wall. So while you work on moving... Should I help you move this platform, or is that just going to be confusing? Is it better for me to start ripping out this wall?
I mean, either is fine, Joe. We're all good here. We're all good.
Okay. So wait, where you're putting in the scaffolding now?
That's just to make sure that I know where the outline of the building is.
Okay.
So I can actually just outline it. The scaffolding at the moment is nothing to do with anything, Joe. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. It's fine.
Okay. I don't want my adorable face to be, like, wrinkled with worry lines. It's, not good.
I mean, you're doing all right with that. You're doing all right with that so far, Joe. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, Nahimana says, if you're going off Cleo's 7 blocks, however, that technically should be 7.5 blocks, since 3 centimeters on a 1/250 scale would be 7.5 meters.
That is correct, however...
Well, you know what?
There's only so much that we can do.
Well, but at the same time, if I'm going to be making measurements off my model, we need to not introduce additional fuzzy math here. So, like, for the outer terrain, I'm going to be using my model, not asking you to get every single number off yours. So,
fine.
Let me do my math again. Okay. So, instead of 7 out of 18, it's 7.5 out of 18.
This was what I was trying to avoid.
What do you mean they're trying to avoid?
Just trying to avoid getting bogged down in the math and not worry too much about the fun. That's what I was trying to avoid.
Well, it's gonna be a lot less fun if we have to rip huge portions of this out later.
I don't know. Corrales seems to do fine.
Yeah, but Corrales has somebody to help him with his kids. Like, I can't afford to just disappear for 24 hours and play a block game.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I think that's right.
Yeah. Well, you know what? As I'm thinking about that too, though, having half slabs at the top of the wall might actually look better anyway. I don't know.
Whatever you need, Joe. Whatever you need. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not
You
gonna
do what
worry.
you
I'm
need
not
to
gonna
do.
worry about that right now. I'm just gonna worry about going to bed. Yes, I'm down here in Slate. And I'm putting the hot in the hot bar.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab more ender pearls. Do you need anything?
10 rolls of rubber wallpaper wouldn't go amiss.
Rubber wallpaper?
Yep.
Is that like an asylum joke? Is that what...
Kind of.
We pad the walls here. We don't use rubber, but...
I mean, yeah. It's fine. We're okay here. It's mostly to protect my head from when I start banging it against a wall. Just for my personal comfort, you understand.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Okay. I think I've got this side done.
Okay.
I think.
Cool. I'm gonna go grab the oak as well for the stripped oak.
Right. A wall of math. I mean, yeah, that is a thing that you know, people worry about. I say worry about. What I mean is that's the whole kind of red string and pictures and, you know, the really obsessive crime drama thing. That's
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to look pretty.
Cleo, I think it'll look gorgeous.
You got this, Cleo. I admire your patience. What patience? This is fine. This is fine. Right. Okay, I'm just outlining the walls. Nothing wrong here.
Yay, nothing wrong. No reason to be concerned at all about the walls.
Don't go that far, Joe. Don't go that far. It's fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Okay. I've got some new scaffolding over here so I can start ripping out these walls. I'm gonna put in a marker for replay mod because we can start working on the time lapse there. What? It's true.
Working
Everything
on the
up to this
time lapse
point...
by ripping out everything you already did.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's basically how our lives work. That's fine. It's fine. This is fine.
Welcome to the time lapse. We like breaking blocks.
That was quite good. I like that one, Joe.
Yay.
Okay. I actually think that once I get the outline done, we can actually get started on the actual part of the actual thing that we're worried about.
Woo.
I mean, I wouldn't go far as to say that's definitely what will happen, because it is not. However, We will make do with what we have. We will appreciate what we have. And, like, try to recover. Maybe.
Appreciating what we already have is so crucial, you know, and as we join together on this fine Sunday morning.
It's the afternoon, Joe. But you know, don't let your American centrism just get in the way. It's fine.
Oh, see, over here we say American centricism, but you know that's fine.
Ah, so you admit you're wrong. That's fine too.
People are saying, why is he removing everything he already built? Because it was wrong. Flaws are unacceptable.
Because it was out by 1 nanomillimeter.
Well, no, but also, Cleo, because it's the wrong
But
materials.
also,
it's
I'm
also
not wrong.
Also, you didn't like the materials that you selected, and so we're switching to different materials that Cleo selected.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Haven't threatened to break his legs. It's fine.
Amanda Kelly says, tell Cleo that it will be beautiful and to breathe. Presumably, Amanda Kelly is talking about my American centricism, which of course will be beautiful because, hey, it's got me involved. So, there's that.
Gonna kill Joe. Gonna kill him dead. It'll be fine. This is fine. This is fine. Cleo's new quote, it's fine, everything is fine. Oh, you've not been here before. It's not new.
Yeah.
I've dealt with Joe for a while now.
Also, Cleo, I should make sure, like, before I redo this entire wall, that the walls do hug the stone that you put in. They don't become the outer... They don't become the outline.
I don't know, Joe. You work it out. I'm leaving this as a you problem.
Okay.
I shouldn't have left it as a Joe problem.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at it, and assuming that the walls of the buildings are going to go directly on top of the granite, there's some places where this platform is only 1 meter wide, and I'm assuming there's supposed to be a walkway there, so the walls need to go outside of that, not replace it.
You do what you need to, Joe. It's all on you. This is your problem now.
Yay.
Yay, washing my hands of it.
You would have made a fine Roman politician.
Bread and circuses, man. Bread and circuses. That's all we need.
You know, I was thinking about I was thinking about getting a bread maker, and I was like, I don't know if I can really justify getting a bread maker. But now that I'm thinking about it, if I had it making the bread, like I know it's a closed box, so you wouldn't be able to see it making the bread. But if I had it sitting next to me in shot on the webcam during streams, the stream title could be Bread and Circuses, because I'm a circus, and we're also making bread.
You really are.
And, like... I don't know how long
the whole circus.
How long does the bread machine take? I don't know. I've never had one. But if it takes about 2 hours, that's about how long the stream is. And so then I end every stream by opening the bread maker and taking out the bread and, like, having a bite. Is that...
Can I point out, Joe, that not everything, some things, but not everything, has to be about you streaming.
But it's a business expense at that point, Cleo.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware exactly why you want to do this.
But also, a lot of times when I get done with the stream, I'm like, I'm tired, but I need to eat, and I don't want to make food now. But if I was making the food the entire stream...
If you started every stream with, we're making a new bread recipe, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a way to do this.
There is a way to do this, and I know you, Joe. You will find it. I like the silence as Joe is trying to figure out if that's an insult or not.
Oh no, I don't care if it's an insult or not. I'm mentally trying to work through what I know about bread makers to figure out how long it actually takes to make the bread, because I think they have multiple steps.
My chat says it takes about depending on the recipe, it can take about 2 hours.
Somebody says 3 hours, but they're noisy. So that it being noisy is a problem. That is, unless like it's like a really pleasant noise that people would be like, oh, it's nice listening to the bread maker while Joe builds. It adds ambiance.
The bread maker adds ambiance.
Somebody says that's a cooking stream. There's a whole category on Twitch. Well, I wouldn't be actively cooking. The bread maker does that. I would be playing Minecraft while the bread maker sits next to me, hopefully purring away. Hopefully purring and not making some sort of like terrible grinding noise. Because like the only noise I associate with bread making, because I know so little about it, is like I know a lot of ogres say I will grind your bones to make my bread. But I think that's like the flour making process, which should theoretically have already been done before the bread maker is engaged.
To be fair, if you're grinding bones to make bread, then you're adulterating the bread, and that's illegal.
Oh yeah, we can't have that.
You should not be doing that. There's no bone grinding. It's illegal.
Yeah. Gnome Skull says it's not a pleasant noise. It's a very aggressive whir. Coat Duck
Maybe
says...
they've just got the wrong bread maker.
Coat Duck apparently has the right bread maker, who says, my bread maker sounds exactly like a TARDIS. And now that's a sound you want to hear for 3 hours straight on a video gaming live stream.
For hours at a time. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way this could go possibly wrong, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, this is my best idea yet, Cleo. Which says a lot about my earlier ideas.
Yeah, it really does. It does.
Bag OK says that their bread maker sounds continuously like nails on a chalkboard, but it might be broken. I mean, if it's intentionally sounding like nails on a chalkboard, like, wow, that must have been the budget option. Like, I'm assuming it's broken and not designed.
What insults your chat more? The fact that you're just saying they got the wrong bread maker, and that you said it was the budget version.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, Cleo, but something that sounds like nails on a chalkboard for 3 hours is probably either broken or the cheap version of that, right? Like, you know, people who get like BMWs, they talk about like how beautiful it sounds. They're not like, oh, check out my BMW. It goes from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and it sounds like nails on a chalkboard the entire time you drive. Like, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. That's not a market-supported demand, Cleo. That's not.
I'm actually hurting.
Coat Duck, the one who has the TARDIS-sounding one, says it continuously sounds like the doctor is landing in my laundry room. Which, the fact that you had to put the thing in your laundry room because to get away from the noise means maybe it doesn't go next to me during a live stream. Like I think there's a lot of layers to that statement.
And the layers is Joe don't want that. He do not.
But also, like, if you were having friends over for like a Doctor Who watch party, like at the end of the episode, it being like, you know, especially if you watch a scary one and you're like, you know, but that could never happen here. And then you have the bread maker on a timer all of a sudden kick in and start making the TARDIS noise from down the hall. I mean, I'm just saying, like, this is rife for, like, exploitainment.
Exploitainment. Yeah, Joe possibilities. That's how that works. Oh, Joe. Why are you like this?
Somebody suggested I have the bread maker in a separate room and just run a wire with the cable or something for the video only feed, no audio.
What you need is you need another camera, Joe, to keep an eye on the bread maker that is not in the same room as you. That's what you need.
I mean, clearly. Although, you know, here's the thing though, is one way I can tell that the chat actually doesn't want this is sometimes they vote with their wallets. Like, one time I was like, when we were opening the flower shop, I was like, I should get some actual flowers to put in a vase next to me when I stream. And a bunch of people were like, oh, here's $5 towards flowers, right? Nobody nobody.
And they haven't gone, here's $5 towards.
No, there has not been a single tip this entire stream. No, nobody wants any of what we're selling today. They're like, I don't want math. I don't want measurements. I don't want replacing walls with better materials. I don't want a bread maker that sounds like chalkboards. No. The market is speaking.
I do not want the TARDIS bread maker. Ever.
Yeah. Oh, Mahi0 suggests I should have several cameras pointing at the bread maker. And I see the benefit there because then I can dramatically switch between the two and go like, bum, bum, bum. Something. It's like, the bread maker seems fine. Or is it? Bum, bum, bum.
I can't today. This is my limit. I have hit my limit today. Oh, good. I'm glad people came and did that. I'm very glad that I need to go down.
Liara says, I'm just not sure there'd be anything to see. No, that's part of the joke, Liara, is that the bread maker is kind of like a rice cooker. You can't open it while it's working or you'll destroy the product. So it's just a shell with like 4 LEDs on it and maybe a dial or a button or two, you know? Like,
we need to get Joe a bread maker that screams subscribe to Joe.
Subscribe.
Oh no, I'm gonna die.
Oh, Clue Emily just tipped 20 and says, get that bread. Thank you, Clue Emily. There we go. That's going to put us on our first face camera expansion milestone, so here we go. Howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. D-da-dee-da-dee,
At least I knew I was going to die.
And thank you to Aaron Ferriera for tipping 1. That puts us 19 away from the next expansion. We also got a tip rolling in just now from Mahi0, who says, for 5, who says, I actually support the bread cam idea. I'm not sure that I'm actually going to do it, but I do appreciate your vote. That puts us 14 away from the next expansion.
There's a horse in this cave down here.
Now we got a tip for 20 from Kanika.
Gotta support that bread.
Bread maker. Okay, so at least somebody wants to do it. That puts us...
Does Joe know that he's not on voice?
Yeah, I'm reading a bunch of tips. People have suddenly decided this is brilliant. So I didn't want to interrupt your stream too.
I disagree that that's what they've decided. They have decided.
This 20 from Kanika says, here's a tip for the bread maker. So I guess it's time to expand Joe.
Oh no. Why? Chat.
Meanwhile,
there's a point at which you're just encouraging him.
Matthew Lavis tips 5 and says, 1 vote for no bread maker. So, yeah, that puts us 9 away from the next expansion.
That puts us 9 away from no bread maker. Oh, okay. So I need to go and get more stone brick.
The Silver Chippy tips 20 Hong Kong, which comes out to about 3 US Abacus beads, who says, subscribe, Dalek sounding bread maker. So it's hard to hold down, push to talk
I'm gonna
while moving.
AF kill myself.
There we go. Puts us 6 away from the next expansion. Okay. Oh no! So Cleo has muted herself. So my attempt to sarcastically ask if she was okay in text chat was actually more helpful than I intended. I'm going to have to recalibrate that.
I'm fine, Joe. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so I was trying to be sarcastic by asking in text chat, and then I realized you had muted me anyway. And I was like, fine. It's fine.
Of course I muted you.
Yeah. Hey, Havard, yes, Nesj, thank you for the Norwegian kroner 50 who says, yes, bread maker.
Okay, I'm going to go back to my text chat and
let me find out what that is in US
I'm going to go inside
beads.
Before I do things, because this is...
That's
it's not going
6
well.
US Abacus
and
beads. That puts us evenly at our next expansion.
No, I haven't.
So here we go. It's time to...
It's fine. This is fine.
Expand Joe. Alrighty. Then we also got another tip rolling in via PayPal here from Nyan Huis, who says, a bread maker is absolutely a good business expense. This idea is hilarious. Well, thank you very much, Nyan Huis. That is going to put us evenly at the next expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand. Okay. My chat wants to know if you're wearing armor, Cleo. You died twice while I was busy, apparently. And I'm muted again. She can't hear me. Oh no, she's got headphones in.
My chat says, Joe, that Joe being too busy expanding to recognize his friend has died.
No, I was
pretty big, Joe
asking if
Hills.
you died and you couldn't hear me because you had me muted. Thank you, Paul Tipton, for the 10
I
who says
still
bread
think
maker as face
that
camera
that's-
expansion picture? Is it math or
don't
maths?
hurt, Joe.
It depends on the country.
I'm wounded.
Hurt?
And I just had a ghast. Oh, okay. Bread has donated pie for me. Thank you very, very much, Bread.
We could get
I
you
love
up.
pie.
So bread is getting you pie.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Elytra. Oh, I don't have my Elytra. Where did it go? Where did it stop?
Yeah, I actually don't know where you died, so I definitely didn't pick it up because I haven't been anywhere near your stuff.
There it is. Got it. Thanks, chat. I
Peop-
would not have realised that until I splatted on the floor multiple times. So I do appreciate that. That is helpful. Save the E-died-tra. Thanks. I'm not... You know what? You know what would be a good idea? I'm just going to wear some armour. Just going to wear some armour.
Armour?
It's fine. Armour, yeah.
Wow, that reminds me of
problem?
DayZ.
Why?
Because it was an Arma mod. Jessica Tippin, too, who says, try sourdough.
You ever have those
It's a
feelings,
kitchen
chat
science.
with your friends,
Woo! We're
that,
8 away from the next expansion.
that you think your friend is taking the mickey out of you, but you can never be quite sure? Having that moment.
Oh, Cleo, I'm sorry
Is
that
it
you're
Joe's
having a
turn
moment.
to die?
I'm sorry you're
It's
having a moment.
always Joe's turn to die.
Yeah, the thing is they're cumulative. Like, I'll just end up with a backlog of deaths, and then one day I'll just get hit by, like, 80, and then Pearlescent Moon will have to come save me. Like,
Again.
I'm very lucky that it seems like every time I end up in some sort of insane death loop, Pearl is online. Although, on some level, I have to start wondering if she's engineering them.
I
like
mean,
very coincidental.
I'm sure I could talk to her about engineering them. She'd probably be on my side.
Oh, yeah, that would actually... You know, if you were going to hire someone to mess with me in a sequence of deaths, yeah, maybe
never
wait a week or
suspect
two so I
Pearl.
forget this. But also, I need to go acknowledge another tip real quick. Thank you, Shifty Pumpkin, for tipping 50. Boom, that's 8. That's one face camera.
Morbid Disagrees has subscribed.
So
Welcome
that's
to the
gonna be
board.
3 expansions.
Yeah.
Y'all have seen that money go straight to my head so far. Where are we?
Oh.
Hold on, Cleo. I might have to wander off. I put my chains somewhere and I can't find them now. Like, YouTuber problems,
Of all
right?
the things that you can't find, your chains. The ones you forged in life.
Got them. Yeah, these ones, the ones I forged in life. Because humanity, it turns out, was my business. So
I mean, it's only just now getting fun, to be fair, chat, because before we had to do math, and now we're just placing blocks because we've decided that math is too hard.
Oh no, my hair is terrible. I didn't actually have time to shower before the stream because I was making my daughter breakfast, and it's like, I was like, how bad can it be? It's like all over the place. I didn't realize it because the camera was so small that it's too late to fix.
Actually, no, I did. Come on, Joe is all vanity. Let's be fair.
Here we go. Lowering that opacity now to 90%.
In fact, some of the first message
We got 2 more face camera
were about
expansions
how
to
Joe
force. Here we
looks.
go. Expand.
Do seem to remember that.
Just. 80% Joe
At this
Pasty.
point, it's a redemption
Grow
jump
hills.
scare. Yeah, I mean,
Doo-doo-doo. Lowering that
this
down
is
now
my
to
problem.
70%
I was
Joe
tabbed
Pasty.
out, did not realise that a creeper was behind me, because why would you? Let's be honest, why would you?
Did you just assume that your chat was like sending more creeper noises or something?
Oh no, my chat after there was a creeper, they decided to to jump scare me straight after as well.
Okay,
As
you know
soon
what?
as
You know what
soon as
scared me yesterday, and I still don't know if it was Scar or not. Okay, so I'm working on gathering sand and sandstone for the build, right? And I'm just sitting there digging away, singing to myself because Saturday nights I like to stream myself singing different songs and stuff. And all of a sudden, there's this loud mic disconnect noise. But like I hadn't moved at all or done anything. And like I don't know, maybe Scar snuck up behind me and disconnected his mic. Maybe he actually set up his soundboard to make it sound like you're having audio problems, which is the most terrifying thing for a streamer. But like I like freaked out. I was like, "Oh no, how did that even happen? I wasn't even moving. What is going on here?" But like it was way more effective than the creeper because it's like it's the middle of the day. There's no way a creeper's sneaking up on me. But while I'm in the middle of singing, accidentally yanking my microphone out,
That's definitely a thing that...
that's scary. Nobody wants that.
Yeah. Came to my stream because you couldn't handle Joe's hair. Well, apparently Joe can't handle Joe's hair either, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a work in progress. I mean, I'm not making any progress on it now, so don't expect progress. But, yeah.
We're working on it, chat, is what Joe's saying.
I gotta say, I'm really impressed by the quality of the keying. Like, the fact that it's keying out, like you can see individual hairs, and it's green screened around it. It's, like, computers have come really far, Cleo.
Computers have come really...
What? That's impressive. This is a computer I have in my home, and I've got wild hair everywhere, and the green screen is just managing it like a pro, like the chroma keyer. That's cool.
Okay,
That's pretty cool. Okay, fine. You have your.
I'm not judging you, Joe. Just so you know, I don't judge hair, Joe.
But yeah, thank you again to
Or
Shifty
computer
Pumpkin
Joe,
for putting
I
that
don't
hair
judge
all in there. Hey,
about
Iskadoo.
those things.
Glad you could join us. Where are channel points on other people's channels? I don't believe in channel points.
Joe and Cleo sound like me and my older brother.
I've seen no evidence they
feels
exist.
probably more accurate than you'd like to. Oh, who's sleeping? Who's sleeping? Joe.
I went to bed. Hope you don't mind. You weren't like trying to get phantoms or anything, right?
I mean, phantoms have never been a problem for me specifically.
Okay, do you need any slow falling potions?
I don't like you, Joe, right now.
Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, that's the thing, though, is I don't need to be liked. You know, some people need to be liked, and I'm not one of them. I can come on here on the internet and make stuff, and people can absolutely despise it, and I'm fine. But I do need to be loved. I just need to be loved, Cleo.
I mean, maybe in another year or so we'll figure it out, but probably not. Oh God!
We're gonna make it after all.
No. Baby! No! No! Go away!
I don't even... Where are you working? That is so deadly. Oh, you got a baby zombie chasing you there, Cleo.
I know!
Okay. You're in a pit.
No,
You fell in a little pit there. The baby zombie's gonna catch you. You got him.
It's wrong to murder our friends. Run, Cleo. Thank you for the tip, though. Blimey. That was a lot. Thank you.
But seriously, Cleo, check out what I got. Can you see me up here? I'm like right up here. Where'd you go? Oh no. There she is. She muted. Boo. I wanted to show off my cool potion.
Okay, so now I need
Look
to
at the
do
sky,
is
Cleo.
to
Look at the sky. Woo. Woo. Did you see that?
No?
Dang it. I'll recreate this in a
sky.
less glorious way. I was all the way up on the top of the top thing.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Oh.
I've been killing phantoms while I was working on the wall. And so now I have a bunch of slow-falling potions. Which are perfect for working on builds like this, because you can't push me off them to my death. You have to, like, slice me off them to my death.
Very tempting sometimes, Joe. Just so we're clear.
Yay.
Mary Poppins. To be fair, out of the two of us, Joe is Mary Poppins-esque one. Yeah.
Oh, Cleo, have you seen my parasol? Okay, I need you to talk to the chat for a minute. I'll go get my parasol. It's actually really cool.
I have not seen Joe's parasol, and I always find it a bit weird that Joe seems to think that I'm watching him whilst I'm streaming with him. I'm assuming that's because Joe is watching me, but I don't. But I feel like I should now open up Twitch, go find Joe. There he is. And put him on the screen instead of my chat. And
okay, do you have your thing pulled up?
parasol.
Can you see me on Twitch?
I can see you now,
Okay,
yes.
So it's a creature from the Black Lagoon parasol. Do you know what color the creature from the Black Lagoon is, Cleo?
Green. You're silent, Joe.
I am, because I was just opening the parasol. But yeah, so it's got a ton of green on it. And so you can see through it. I can keep the sun out of my eyes while I'm streaming, but then you can still see the game behind me. It's delightful.
Are you... Okay, I'm just...
Did you see it?
I did.
It's delightful.
It's definitely delightful. I'm very, very confused by it, but...
Yeah, well, so this way, next time we're at, like, a convention in Las Vegas or Los Angeles or whatever, I don't have to sweat in the sun. And people will still be able to, like, be able to identify me from space.
And people will know it was you.
Which is a national intelligence priority, so, yeah.
I don't know how to deal with you at the moment, Joe. Not
Thanks,
gonna lie.
Cleo. Technology is wonderful.
Technology is wonderful. Whatever you're doing with it is possibly against the laws of nature.
Well,
and man.
Yeah, I mean, we are, like, telecommunicating, which is, you know, broadly, like, witchcraft type level stuff. So, you know, I'm fine with it.
Fessler says in my chat, I love how you can hear Cleo grit her teeth while talking with Joe. And the best part, it isn't where you'd expect it to be. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sorry.
That's sadly true. How's the wall going, Joe?
Thing sounds terrible. The wall removal is coming along well, and I'm about to begin wall replacement once I get done with the removal.
Okay, well, I've just got to replace the. I've just got to fill in the courtyard effectively at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Do you need a hand with that? Oh no, my potion wore off. Dang it! I just jumped way too far.
So if I push you off now, you'll die.
You say that, but I did bring like maybe half a dozen more.
You gotta get them in time is the issue.
Yeah, they're only 4 minutes, so you know, set in a little egg timer. You know, having an adorable sounding egg timer would be a great stream prompt. So if I say like, okay, in 15 minutes I'm gonna take a hydration break for real, right? I could just have that, and then, but like, it has to have a very pleasant sound so that it doesn't ruin the stream. It needs to enhance it.
Or it's got to be a funny sound.
Yeah, like one of those.
Those are your options.
Awooga,
Yeah.
like a Robin Williams-esque sound.
Yeah, something like that. I don't specifically know what noises Robin Williams makes.
Well, he does "Good Morning Vietnam," for example. Have you seen that movie? It's really good, Cleo. I strongly recommend it.
I have seen that movie. I was alive in the 80s.
So was I. 80s high five. Woo!
Oh, why? Why is the world like this? And by the world,
Firecracker
I
points
mean
out that
Joe.
at that point, the egg timer is also a business expense.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure that Joe could buy pretty much anything and figure out a way for it to be a business expense.
So the thing is, though, I'm actually like one of those people where when it comes to taxes, like unless something is absolutely like unarguably a business expense, I won't even try to write it off. I'm just one of those people where it's like the amount of effort it takes to like save a little bit of money on taxes here just isn't worth it in terms of the risk of being audited and having to deal with all that. I just don't want the fuss.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So I joke about it a lot, but like it's like other than things like server hosting where it's like, okay, I get an invoice and there's clearly no way that this is for fun, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, Joe, I guess. I guess. Oh, dear. 80s high five between the wild hair guy and the exercise guru and leg warmers. Yeah, that's pretty much how this goes at this point.
Yep.
We are here together doing weird things, pretty much 24/7? No. We gotta eat sometimes.
Yeah, occasionally we rest. Didn't you learn anything from the
we?
book of Genesis, Cleo?
No, really.
No,
really
that's fair.
Not. Believe it or not really the sort of thing that I use to do my life with. It's fine.
No, that's fair. I don't actually take days off for real either, so.
I have been, like, for the first time in years.
Yay.
It's just sort of like since becoming full time, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to take Tuesday off for me.
Woo.
And I did. And it was like, oh, this is really nice. Is this what people talk about when they say they have time off and they relax?
Yeah, my problem is that, like, most of the things I want to do, I can't really do during the pandemic, the stuff I would want to take a day off for. So I usually am like, maybe I'll take a day off, and then I get bored. And I'm like, I might as well just work so that when the pandemic is over, I can afford to do more of the stuff that I want to be doing today but can't. If that makes any sense.
You see, I've taken to the point where it's just like, well, I might as well stream.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, why not? Well, when my daughter's bored, she's like, Daddy, do you have a stream soon? Because she just wants to she just wants to watch me do dumb stuff in video games and eat popcorn. And if she's in the studio with me watching, she can't have popcorn. So it has to be on Twitch so she can watch it on the TV and have her popcorn.
I mean, that seems fair. That's reasonable.
Yeah. And then she'll
So,
usually
yeah,
also
but,
mention
like,
like
days off.
oh, and you know, don't you need to buy another desk, or you know, or you could take me to Dollywood. Like, if you stream enough, you could take me to Dollywood again. I was like, okay.
I mean, you
I'll get
know,
on
as a stream goal, it's just sort of like, chat. My daughter wants to go to Dollywood.
Well, the thing is though that it's not like though there's some like imminent opportunity to go to Dollywood with the Delta variant running around and her not being vaccinated. So I'm not actually going to fundraise for that. But like what I'm saying is though, it's like, okay, if I make more money than I technically need, I can keep the extra in the bank for when the pandemic's over and take her somewhere, you know?
Oh yeah, we all got that. But what we heard is that we need to fund your kid's trip to Dollywood.
I will not complain if people
heard.
sent me more money, and I will be taking her to Dollywood at some point once she's vaccinated. I was really hoping that would be sooner than later, but the CDC is now saying that the kids' approval for the vaccination might not be until like December, which is
Which is so far away.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not. It's like, what, 4 months?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Cleo.
But I see where you're saying it might as well be forever.
Yeah. Well, the thing is too, like, yeah. I just really, like, Dollywood also closes in January and February, I think. For like they shut down for 2 months to do like maintenance and construction and stuff. So like if she gets vaccinated now, we could go in like October. But if she gets vaccinated in December, we have to wait until March. We have to wait more months than just the vaccine kicking in. And for a child, 4 months is a long time. Yeah. So I was hoping
4 months is forever.
I was hoping she could be fully vaccinated before they shut down for their kind of 2-month maintenance season. But oh well.
Well, that's what we all hope, really.
Yeah.
What we really want is like, you know, what would be nice? Everyone being vaccinated.
Yeah, please.
It would be lovely.
Yeah, I was trying to get her into the Pfizer trial for kids, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get a spot for that. And even with that, there's only there's a 1/3 chance that your kid gets the placebo, so you still don't want to take too many risks. But it would be nice to like have like, well, there's a 2/3 chance she got the vaccine, so like, you know, maybe I could be a little bit less cautious. I don't know. It's hard to tell how cautious is too cautious.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You never can tell.
No.
And after this year, the phrase "better safe than sorry" should, you know, there are going to be a lot of people doing a lot of risk taking in the near future, I think. Because it's just like, we're free, we need to go and do things. Ooh, gotta take a drink.
Did you say got a day drink? Because, yeah, you
Gotta
know
take a
you can
drink is what
day
I
drink
said.
during the pandemic, even without leaving your home. I actually thought, I thought to myself, I know Cleo doesn't drink very often, but it might be funny if I sent her a bottle of champagne and some orange juice for this stream, because it's Sunday morning for me, which is like traditional mimosa time here in America. And then I was like, I can't
Is that
even...
what mimosas are?
Yeah, mimosas are champagne and orange juice. And I was like, I don't even have the energy to go get myself champagne and orange juice for this stream. Maybe I should put my own mask on first, you know?
Yeah. Joe, I finished that courtyard.
Yay.
We can actually do math.
Woo. Okay. Well,
I know,
I've
it's your
completely
best
destroyed
day
this
ever.
wall, and I'm ready to start putting in the next part. But let's do the math, because that's more of a together thing.
Yeah. Okay. Got my calculator out. I got my model out. Got my ruler out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, where are we starting, Joe? Should we start on that courtyard?
Oh, hey, Scott Denisi. Doing some math. Yeah, sure. Okay. So I was kind of thinking the most logical place to start would be the interior heights of the buildings from this courtyard, from the upper courtyard here.
That was what I was thinking. Let's take down all these spare scaffolds. Not that one. That one is
We'll just
important.
lop off the
ones
extra
that are
bits.
just-
Was that what you were thinking?
Yeah. That's
Okay,
what I'm
so it doesn't
talking about.
confuse us. We're going to be using scaffolding for markers in some cases. Chat.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us,
And
we are
then-
working on a Castle Hohenzollern model in Minecraft. It's basically this, but in Minecraft.
It's this, but in Minecraft.
Yeah, we've also both been doing papercraft models. So-
Good. Yeah. That just. Thanks, Joe. That's just...
Well, I was holding up
Where
the
we are,
papercraft model while I said this.
Oh, fair
But
enough.
There was a clear antecedent in my case. But I was mostly explaining that to Scott Denisi, who just arrived. But it's fine.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay. So, right, this part of the model is not yet on my model. So this bit here. Yeah, nearly fell and died. That's good. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm tapping that on my model. I don't have that part of the building built either. Should we
Oh,
maybe
okay.
start with the
So,
parts
but
we do have built, like the chapel?
I mean, I now have bits from here.
Okay.
From here onwards, I have stuff.
Okay.
So, do you have scaffolding, Joe?
I have so much scaffolding.
You have so much scaffolding. Okay. So we're going to go from... I'm going to ignore the turrety bits as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is a wall with a little tiny sticky out turret on top of it, I'm going to ignore that. We're just doing the main walls.
Main walls,
You can
got
put
it.
the little twiddly turrets just as we know, like. So this wall, coming up from this piece of scaffolding here. Okay. on my model, that is... Let's line it up as close as we can. That is 6.6 centimetres. So 6.6 times 250. 1,650, divide that by 100. 16.5 blocks. So
Okay.
are we rounding up or are we rounding down?
I think on these, because the wall goes slightly up over the roof, we should round up. So I'm going to put 17 in. 4, 5, 6,
Okay.
7, 8, 9, 10.
If you put
11,
it up on top
12,
of
13,
this
14,
block
15, 16,
here,
17.
it will show the exact wall.
Oh, yeah, I can also do that because processes are... Oh, nope, that was the wrong way. That was not the right way. 1 second. Okay, and I'm... How is this going so poorly? Okay, hold on. I've got it counted out. I counted out 17 blocks.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it. I was like, if one of us does the math and the other one does the block placement, this will be easy.
Really now. Really now.
What is it when I hold shift that it's placing? Hold on.
Have you considered? There we go.
There we go. That's 17. That's 17 tall.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the towers. These two are the towers.
Okay.
Okay.
And how tall are those?
So I don't know why I moved those, but okay. The towers themselves poke up a little bit. I'm ignoring the roofs, obviously.
Obviously.
So, obviously. They are 8 centimeters. So 8 times 250 is 2,000 divided by 100 equals 20 blocks.
Okay. I'll go ahead and place 20 blocks here then. Boom. 20 blocks tall.
Okay, and
Okay.
the other tower is the same.
Okay.
This one.
I will place 20 blocks there as well. Let me just get my count right here.
What I will do is after this is finished, I will block out the walls because it makes sense.
Okay.
Right.
And I'll go back to working on the outer walls.
Yeah. Okay, so this bit here is... Hang on. Is the stairs. So, yeah, this is the stairs. So, this corner wall is what I'm measuring. Corner wall.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is part of my model I haven't completed yet. We're getting to the parts that I've got completed, but the stairs is like a separate little shed outbuilding that I haven't done yet.
You know what the difficult part about this is?
What's that?
That I've got a bit on the edge of my ruler. Okay, so that is 7.5.
7.5.
So, thanks, chat. That's appreciated. All right, 7.5 times 250 divided by 100 equals 18.75 blocks.
Gonna round that up to 19 there. So do you want it on this corner in particular, though? Or do you want
On
it...
that corner is fine.
Okay, so... You said, what was the number again? Sorry.
19.
There we go. 19 blocks tall.
Okay, and that means as we go around this curved wall, that wall is, and I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
there is
showing
a
my
curved
chat
tower.
That curved tower is the one in the foreground here that I'm holding up.
Yeah, that curved tower is around here somewhere, which is not on my map because the map wasn't perfect. Let's to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So if we just say this block where I'm standing on,
Okay.
and that would be the same. That would be 19 tall because it's the same wall.
19 tall. Okay.
And
Oh, wait.
Tower.
Okay, so the wall is 19, but then the tower is going to be taller. Because I was going to say, yeah, that definitely needs to be taller for that tower. That thing is up there.
It's kind of huge. That is 10.5. Math. 10.5 times 250 equal. No, that's dividing. 10.5 times 250.
So these walls here, these internal walls,
26.25. So 26 blocks.
26 blocks for the tower I, and you want to put that like here, you're saying?
Yeah, put it there. We'll figure out the tower at some point.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, 26 blocks queued. 26 blocks deployed.
26 blocks deployed. Okay, this side of the wall is smaller. It is a shorter wall. So hopefully I would be able to figure that out.
Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't noticed that was shorter because it doesn't look blatantly shorter, but it actually kind of is if you look at it closely.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
a little lower.
6.5. 6.5 times 250 equals divided by 100. That's 16 blocks.
Okay, 16 blocks like right here.
Yeah, there. And that goes all the way down to... Hang on, I'm trying to figure out. So that's the edge of that tower. It goes... I think it goes all the way down to here, so this block here would also be 16.
Okay, I'll go ahead and add that. Done.
Right, and then the big tower, I'm going to...
Okay, I'm going to have to grab more.
to the
I got some
corners.
scaffolding down in my boxes here. Let me grab them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about... I'm just trying to consider this. Because that wall... Have an expensive piece of paper that says I went to school for math and this still makes my head hurt. Yeah, welcome to our world. That's the thing that we are considering. Hang on. Oh, jeez. I think, actually, that wall is shorter than we think it is. Hang on. Let me just double check.
Okay, yeah, I can verify this wall on my end. Okay.
I think this wall is down here, and this bit here is that little tower sticking out.
Blocks.
So yeah, I think this is that wall here. So that scaffolding I think actually needs to be here.
Okay, and that was 16 tall, you said?
Yep, 16. And then this tower, I'm only going by the corners, even though it's bigger in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, we're going to need 2 stacks, I think. We're going to need the middle stack, and we're going to need the bottom stack as well.
Sure.
Okay, the side corner.
Side corner?
For this one is 8.5. No. It will go here. It will start here. So let's just double check. 8.5 times 250 equals divided by 100. That would be 21 blocks tall. And then the center part of it.
Okay.
Right, and then I think I'm just trying to work out where bits are.
Mm-hmm.
Right, So yeah, where's my ruler gone? The ruler's gone. The center part of that is 11.
11 blocks.
11.
That's lower.
No. 11.
11
Yeah.
centimeters. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of centimeters.
That is 28 blocks. The top, tippy top of it, because that includes the roof on that one. Because the others don't include the roofs, because it's a sideways roof. So that's the middle.
Yeah, it's got that kind of gable there.
Yeah. And then the other side will be the exact same
We are working
place,
on.
effectively.
Oops. Dang it, it's hard to hold this up. But yeah, see this tall building right here? This is the one we were doing.
I think
So this
these might
part's
be in the
taller
wrong
than
place,
those
but I'll
parts.
figure it out when I come to do the thing. Oh,
So now we're to the chapel, and the chapel should be lower.
right. I think this is when because you know it's made out of 3 sections, this
Yeah.
chapel.
Yeah.
This is where the first section starts, I think.
So
I've definitely put that in the wrong place.
section of the chapel is here.
Mm,
Because there's the skinny tall section, and then there's the wide middle height section, and then there's the third section out here, which is curved.
I actually think that this, where these things two meet, that is where the middle section starts,
Well,
based
Oh,
on
you-
measurements. So I've put that in the wrong place, but I'll figure it out.
okay.
So that column is from the bottom to the top because it comes down from the side. So we get those 2 bits, the middle section and the end section.
Okay.
Those are just up here. And then the third section goes all the way down to the other side.
Yeah. Because the back wall goes all the way down. Got it. Back wall goes all the way down. I can illustrate that
Yeah.
on the model, where the courtyard is at the height of one side of the building, but not at the height of the other.
Yeah, so this part here is that end section, and this part here is that building that was marked by these towers.
Mm-hmm.
So that bit, I'm just gonna mark that we need to move those over. I'll figure those out once I've.
Okay.
So that needs to come across. Yeah, that's fine. I'll figure that out. I'll do that directly afterwards. Anyone else incredibly confused? You should be, because this is incredibly confusing.
Sure is.
Okay. It sure is. Okay. The third section is 6.5. Okay. 16 in this corner.
Can do.
Are you sure?
Yes. The push to talk key is
Right.
right next to the shift key, and so I keep resting on shift when I move
Right,
off
and
push
then
to talk.
let's another 16 here,
Here?
like directly opposite that tower.
You got it, boss.
I am indeed the boss. And look at those towers, they match up, which means my measurements were accurate for once.
Do they match up? I'm gonna go get a quick eyeball on this, and also drink another slow falling potion in case you push me off.
No, there's one missing, I think.
Yeah. Now that...
Well, it was, I may have extended that slightly.
Yeah, that one might be
Because
one
of-
too tall.
That might be one too tall, yeah. Okay, this is fine. We're all fine here. This is fine.
Do you want a slow falling potion?
No,
Okay. That's
I'm
fine.
fine.
Okay. I mean, this is starting to come together. You can kind of mentally imagine where the walls are now.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's the main thing that we got to do. So this second part of the little mini building So the middle part of the chapel, it's got a tiny wall.
Yes.
It's 4. Hang on.
So that's going to be 10 blocks tall, I think.
10 blocks tall. Yep.
Easy math. Whoops, I did too many. Gotta go knock one off the top.
And I think that goes to here as well. So 10 blocks here.
Wait, what?
I don't know what happened.
What do you mean?
Sorry. Sorry, I think my elytra
Just broke?
flagged.
Okay.
No, it just flagged and it just made me look like I was falling.
Okay.
So I think here is the 10 blocks.
So I would have assumed. So does this not make a square? Because this middle chapel
It does,
portion
but remember I was going off plans
Okay.
and the plans are slightly wonky. We'll make it square eventually, but it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. 10.
No problem.
So how tall is this lowest part of the chapel here?
Right. Okay.
It shows.
And we've got a hype train again. Another one.
Oops. This
Choo
part.
choo. That is 3.5 centimeters. So 3.5 times 250
This part right here is what
divided by
we're looking at.
100 is 9 blocks.
Okay. 9 blocks. Da 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 da.
9 blocks. Yeah, those two are very similar in height, and the roof is what's different about them, I think.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, I guess you're right. Like,
Just looking at them, they're the same height. It's just the roof on the front part is smaller.
well,
So
yeah, I think the there's definitely some height differential there, but it's not much. So yeah, one
it's
block,
not- it's
1 meter seems about
yeah.
right. And we can also
Okay.
go in. This is the sort of stuff too I can look at in the Google Earth VR.
Yeah. Well, what I want to do is I want to take like some blocks and start blocking out the whole thing, and then we can just fill in the walls, and then come back and do like the windows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are with this.
Yeah.
So, did you want to try the outside?
So
Because there are turrets.
Oy. On some,
You can
to
go
some
if you
degree,
want. I can-
to some degree, it's kind
I
of like,
can
well,
fix
we're
this bit.
already here. But
Yeah, I get it.
The problem, I guess, is, yeah, well, you did lay out all the other surrounding courtyards and stuff. So yeah, I guess we're fine to go work on those. We just can't work on them from where we are. We got to come down this way.
Yeah, and some of this outside turret stuff is not on my model yet, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
that's the other
struggle.
reason I'm kind of dubious, is like I have some of the turrets, but I don't have all of the attached.
I mean, we've got the main building sorted out, so we can always
Yeah.
add the turrets in afterwards.
Yeah, oops. There we go. Well, I mean, let's just do it. We're here. Just measure things and tell me how many scaffolds to place. Please don't let it be more than 43, because then I got to go back and get more. Do I need to go back and get more?
I mean, to be honest, I think we might want to call it actually, because like I was saying, I don't have many of those turrets built, and
Okay.
it's going to be weird. But if
Yeah.
we can get the main buildings in place, then we can work on the outer buildings.
That makes sense
So
to
if
me.
I tell you what, if I
Hmm.
start scaffolding, if I put in like the blocks, and then we can start, when we've both got moments, we can just start putting the walls in, if you know what I mean, separately.
Yeah. Do you mind if I start working on that on the chapel part? Because that's the part that I'm the most familiar with in terms of like I worked on that earliest in the model. Or
No, that's fine.
okay. And then that also has like a unique block palette because it's lighter than the rest of the building. So even if you decide you want to change up other stuff about the rest of the building, it doesn't necessarily impact what I did on the chapel, because it's going to be
Absolutely.
weird anyway.
Okay, well, I'm gonna actually do. I'm actually gonna do that on stream now whilst we're waiting.
Okay,
So-
cool. So I'm
So
going
if
to go
you need
ahead
to
and
go
keep
and do
working
stuff.
on the wall. Should we stay in a voice chat together in case we run into issues? Or are you
I mean,
looking to go off and do your own thing? Are you done measuring, or are
I'm-
you done with me?
I'm done with measuring
Okay.
at the moment. So that's the thing. So we can stay in a call.
Cool.
It's
Because
all
if you were
good.
trying to politely be like, and now I've hit my limit of Joe Hills.
I mean, Joe, I hit my limit about 9 years ago.
That's
I'm
fair.
still here. Okay, I want to get like something easy to. It doesn't really matter what I use, does it? Something distinctive. What do we have that's distinctive as a scaffold block?
I would recommend, we've got dirt, because it's obviously not part of the build, and we have a ton of it. It's easy to remove with the shovel.
True. Okay.
But yeah, I've been collecting a lot of dirt, so help yourself. There's a ton under the smithy.
That's cool. Okay. Gonna deal with my chat for a little bit.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna get started with the... Oh, I need to set up time lapse. That's what I need to do. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Bum 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 bum. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to go down 8 here. So let's see what that looks like. I think that looks like this. Bum 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 blocks. Okay. Hey, zombie. Okay, so redoing my math on... Can he climb the scaffold? I don't think so. This corner of the building. Let me get my model page out. So I've got a model page here that I can measure, even though I haven't built this part of the model. It's actually easier to measure when it's flat like this. At this corner here, it should be, it looks like, so that's 34 millimeters, which according...
Okay, I'm back.
Hey,
Okay.
welcome back, Cleo. I was just doing some
Right,
math.
so...
Yeah, I was just doing some math. So yeah, this needs to go down 14 meters from here. So, yay.
Yay! Okay. So, this
It's gonna come down.
whole part of the castle goes all the way back to basically here. This will need editing. This will need editing. This is when I didn't have the thing. So if I just go in a couple of blocks, that is the tower. Oh, crikey!
You okay there?
Yeah, it's just my stream chat is looking funny because it's the wrong stream chat. There we go. That
Were you
makes
in my
sense.
chat?
No, I have I use like a different bot thing for it. It's fine. It's
okay.
fine. He's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to do it up here this way. Just to make sure I've got the right thing before I take down all of... Kitty, you're not helping. The answer is no. The answer is you were fed already. That could have been really bad. I forgot how fast that went down.
What, the scaffolds?
Yeah. I just booped myself down.
Bet you wish you had a slow falling potion now.
Get that? Okay, so I'm actually gonna put this in the right place. Kitty wants second breakfast. Kitty can want. Okay, and then this can come down. Actually, no. I'm gonna go across. Kitty is always helping. No. No, that is not how that works. Kitty, no, no, no. You'll go down. Down. Thank you.
In a burning ring of fire.
I hope not, because that would be very poor kiddie parenting on my part.
Oh yeah, that's the owner's fault.
At that point, it pretty much is. Yeah, it's just like, no, you should take better care of your pets. I do have a shovel somewhere there. Not entirely sure I've got leather pants on me, but you know, it's all cool. Okay.
Okay. So with this wall being 14 high, we've
however
got
tall
1,
this
2,
building
3,
actually
4,
is, which is good.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So the whole point of this chat is that we can basically just fill in the walls as we go. So this building comes over here, and it should. So these towers here should be over here, is what I'm saying. But this,
14.
if I come over.
People in my chat are asking, Joe, why did you have to take down the wall? It's like, because it was wrong. It was flawed.
I'm going to boot this one up a little bit, I think. Because the problem with the walls is they're quite subjective based on, you know, where I'm measuring and, you know, where I started this whole thing. If I'd started with a 1-to-1 scale model, this would have been so much easier.
Oh, yeah. If we were
Is what
there
I'm
with
saying.
a yardstick or a meter stick with a 1-to-1 model, like at Castle Hohenzollern, just walking around. Oh, you know what? We could even bring, what do you call those tape measures? Yeah, it's like a rolled up ruler. Do you have those in England?
Did you just ask us if we had tape measures?
I mean, I don't know. Some stuff doesn't cross the pond.
We have tape measures, Joe. We have tape measures, I promise you. We have tape measures.
Well, that's great, because they're super handy.
Yes, Joe. They really are. I don't know how to take you sometimes, Joe.
I had a medication joke there, but I think it's not after dark enough for it.
Oh, really? Okay, good. I'm glad that. Yes, Joe. Yes. I see.
So let's just go with food.
Let's just not go with anything, Joe. We don't have to.
Okay.
Oh, Kitty, you're not helping, and you're
So
making it really
this here
distracting.
is... Oh, wait. Hold on. I did that math wrong.
Right, so
So I measured from the wrong point.
jump.
So that's actually 33.
Right. And this one.
Which is still about 14. Okay, so that's okay. And then over here, how many we're measuring how many millimeters this part is. I don't know if you can see it.
Here.
You can't. This goes down to 26.
No, you need to go all the way up there. That's fine. I didn't need to do that. Did not need to do that.
Okay. Yeah, so where I'm standing right now, Cleo, is where the dirt of the hill actually gets the highest on the castle, all the way around it. Like, this is the part where the wall is the shortest.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you do what you need to, Joe. That's all I'm saying. I mean, as a rule, that seems to be the way it's going.
Yeah,
but...
so that's... Yeah, so at this point, the wall is only 12 meters high. That's the absolute closest the ground gets as the hillside reaches up for the castle.
Okay. Makes sense. No, I did not mean to do that. I'm so glad I did, though, because, you know, you would never have got to see it, chat, otherwise. Oh, it's GLaDOS. It's not Atlas that's messing me around today. Fine, we're doing it this way. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate scaffolding. Scaffolding is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why everybody gets like, oh, do you use scaffolding? No, it's awful. And you should think it's awful too.
Okay.
Don't appreciate the way you laughed there, Joe.
It's fine. Yeah,
not
your
fine,
there is an old blog called "Your Webcomic is Bad and You Should Feel Bad." It's like, your Minecraft is bad and you should feel bad. Scaffolding. Just imaginating an excoriating review of the block.
Yes, anybody who wants to do that, feel free to do that. Dear God, it's annoying. If you could shift on scaffolding, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Not being able to shift is definitely the worst part. Okay, so the dirt is going to come up to here from here.
Hold shift and... That's not helpful. Not helpful. Bouncing is not helpful. Change to bedrock. Oh, there's a reason why I don't change to bedrock. It's because I play on the HermitCraft server.
Mm-hmm.
And we are not bedrock.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. I'm feeling annoyed.
You're feeling annoyed?
Feeling very annoyed. So chat's going to get the brunt of it if it's not careful. You know what you did, chat. You know what you did.
Last
You told
summer.
Joe it was okay to use blocks. Uh-huh. If you're in the scaffolding and hold both, you don't bounce.
That's not true. I bounce in the scaffolding all the time, holding both.
I'm holding both right now. Shift. And I'm holding it now. And I go upwards. It's not helpful. Stop pretending things are helpful when they're not. They're not helpful.
Not helpful.
You should... See? Joe agrees with me. Joe never agrees with me.
But I'm an
wasn't
expert
me.
in not being helpful, and I recognize unhelpful.
That it was not helpful.
Yeah. Like, you don't have to be as expert as I am to recognize how unhelpful it is. But I happen to be this expert, and yeah, it's not good.
See? See, chat? See what I have to deal with?
Okay.
Oh, hang on. No, that was too far. That was too far. So, this is fine. This is fine.
Oh, Cleo, I actually did have a question for you about the walls. Do you think that in a diagonal, we should fill in the diagonal? Like, should this be like a sequence of diamonds here, or should this be like a zigzag sequence of L's? Like, should I fill in these
I think
gaps here?
I think, yeah, maybe have it like as a solid wall, but have it, if we have a choice,
We do on this case.
maybe on the outside rather than on the inside of the wall.
Oh, yeah. Not on the inside, but yeah, okay. So what you're describing
Yeah.
is have it like this.
Yeah, because then it looks like a solid wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
Okay.
looks good.
Can do.
Can people stop giving me tips about scaffolding? Because I've asked nicely.
There's no uptime here, Cold Pillow. Oh, you see, usually I'll just start timing people out at that point. I'm just like, look, if I told you not to talk about something and you're talking about it, that you're now off topic. And that's a timeout. And if you're off topic again, that's a ban. It's a great way to keep your stream
See?
numbers low.
Should burn the scaffolding. I should burn the scaffolding. Not because it's done anything wrong, but because I feel like it has. That's how that works.
Oh, these aren't shades. These are actual glasses, not sunglasses. Gardale says, Joe, I want to thank you for the pass on the Bedrock seal of World Season 7 of HermitCraft.
I swear to God, if you
I knew the place from the video.
literally start giving me tips about scaffolding right now, we're going to have words. And by words, I mean you're going to go.
Yeah.
Stop it. You're not funny, and anyone who told you were lied.
Please direct that extra energy into making money so you can buy subscriptions. I'm also $8 away from my next expansion, so if you want to bring that energy over here, tips are welcome via PayPal.me.
No, you can't be timed out, but what you can be is banned, because I do not deal with that. No. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll have that up there, then we'll have
I really just, I hate it. I hate it when it's just sort of like...
What do you hate?
It's just sort of like, I hate the can I be timed out? As if it's a
No,
present.
Anybody who asks to be timed out gets banned, because that's not the sort of attitude that I want. That if you are coming here to give me more work instead of to have fun and allow me to create fun for everyone here, no, that's a ban. I don't know what gave
Makes me
people the impression
stressed.
I have time for more work, but no.
Pretty much, yeah. He's just sort of like, you're just being rude. Just stop it.
Yeah, no, there's no reason to time out somebody who asks for a timeout. They are dead to me forever.
Only positivity, no stress. I mean, I'm not sure how that works, but sure. Sure. I'm just looking at my model and just trying to figure out where everything is. Kitty, go away! No! Why are you like this?
I'm glad you're having fun, 219B.
Right, so...
Yeah, metrics don't matter,
in the
Oklahoma.
wrong place? I know it's in the right
Nilosh,
place.
or Oklahoma Linhosh.
Okay, so this...
It's more important to put on a good show than to have high numbers.
Okay. This feels really short, but it's probably about right. No, it has to be about right. It has to be.
It must be.
Kitty, I swear, Kitty, you just... No. Okay, so these tower bits need to... Come on. Kitty just wasn't... No, Kitty doesn't want attention. Kitty wants food. Oh, that bad made you feel powerful. Yeah, I get that. Just, yeah, it's a bit of a thing. Okay, so that, if I just bring it across here, because it's got to go somewhere here, that height there. Right, because this tower is in the wrong place.
So, Cleo, I gotta ask, in places where we have the birch logs, kind of, I don't know if you want to come look at this. In places where we have the tops of the birch logs exposed, should I swap those over to the kind of no square versions or variants?
I don't know where you are. Oh, there you
I'm
are.
in the back corner. You see where there's these squares here? I'm gonna swap one or two out for you once you get here so you can see the difference.
Key. Yes, there is a difference between food and attention.
So you see,
Okay,
like, so you can make the fancy kind where it kind of continues the texture. That's better, right?
That is better, yeah.
Okay.
That's arguably better.
Okay. Well, then that's what we're going to do.
Okay, so that is the center of that block because that tower. Okay, I think I figured out where everything is. I think I figured out spatiality at this point of where all the towers are. So this is the top of the tallest... Well, it's not the top of the tallest tower. One of the tallest towers. There. So we can get rid of this. Because this tower is on the other side of that outy bit over there. So this whole width of the tower that we put in the wrong place is directly opposite that. So this should be the same as that. Okay. I think I figured things out. I mean, not extensively, but enough. That's... Which tower was it? Which tower was it?
Dang it. Wrong one. We need oak logs.
Very confused at this point, Jack. It's fine.
You're doing great, Cleo. I mean, honestly, it's a big project.
It is. It's a lot, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on that.
Okay, so that's the same as that wall. This is this. Okay, so this is the low point of that tower, effectively. This is the low point of that tower. Not of my life, although, you know, it's getting there. There we go.
Okay.
So that...
Trying to remember where the bed is. It's fine.
This is fine, Joe. This is fine. We're okay, relatively speaking. So I'm just trying to figure out where the low point of that tower is so I can just replicate it on all sides.
Doing well, Brain Boy. Thank you for asking.
So
Ooh.
here...
Hey, we just got a tip. Uh-oh. Let's acknowledge that after the zombie's gone. A lot of zombies over here. Big day for zombies. Dang it.
Okay, so that does go there. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so I'm trying to figure out this tower. This tower is a problem because it affects the rest of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Just in general.
Yes.
So this is the correct
Thank you very much to Hardlock, who says metrics are important here in the United States. Here we like feet. That's going to put us 13 away from the next Space Camera expansion. Thank you, Mr. Hardlock. Okay. Just got it. Okay. Whew. Oh, there was a bed right there. Dang it.
Then, yeah, down here. Go all the way up for... Yeah. The cat will start fishing for your charger cable to bite. That's moderately dangerous. Now, I don't know how this tower is going to look. But let's start, like, trying to figure out the design of this.
I'm doing kind of a very uniform wall right now with just kind of getting the layers roughly in place, and then I'll kind of speckle them later. You know, kind of add more ups and downs to the textures.
Sure, Joe. Whatever you feel the need to do.
Let's go get some more mushrooms.
Okay, this tower is uneven, but that's okay. I'm going to eat before I fall off this tower and die.
Good move.
So, you know, chat, this just like... Yeah, the top of that tower is uneven, but we can figure that out when... That's because it's got a double center. Yeah, that's fine. That's the size of the tower, at least.
Yeah,
Which
Matthew Lavis, we
means-
got enough lighting that we can generally get what we need out of it.
This part of the
Dang it,
building
I just jumped on that. That was not smart.
is incorrect, I want to say. Okay,
What's
I'm just
incorrect
gonna
about it?
fix. It's too far forward. We squidged it, or I squidged it. You were right. I was wrong. Don't say that very often, Joe. Enjoy it. I don't know what that silence means. That silence means Joe's like,
Yeah, I'm
I
just in awe. Like,
I
thank you,
know,
Cleo.
shock.
That's very very kind of you to say.
I am very, very, very kind. Mark this day in the calendar. Joe was right.
Yeah, I'm also gonna grab some more oak. I'm running through mentally all the stuff that I need for this part of the wall, and it's a lot.
Did that hurt to admit? Not really. I'm okay with being wrong. Other people are usually less so. But, you know, being wrong's part of learning. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't say it was okay to be wrong.
We definitely don't have as much oak as we have birch, because I knew we were gonna need birch, so I collected a ton.
Yeah,
of that
same.
in
I've got
advance.
loads of birch, so
But yeah, so I'm
cutting down oak is going to be a thing.
yeah. But yeah, for the terraforming hermits helping hermits, we might need to move this road like 4 meters lower, like carve more of a valley here almost. So when you're on the road looking up at the castle, you're closer to the real angle. And that'll give room to have Gem's trees in that you were talking about too. So maybe don't
makes
commission the
sense.
trees until we carve out the valley.
I
here.
was maybe not commissioning the trees until, you know, we were finished.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that works too.
Just as a thought.
I don't know. Okay.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Dang it. I feel like I'm learning a lot from this, and hopefully that's actually true, and as the kids might say, more than a feeling. But
I
who
feel like
knows?
I'm learning a lot for this too. I'm learning that we should maybe not do this again.
Maybe never ever do this again.
Maybe never, ever.
Ever. Okay.
So, ever. It's a great lesson, Cleo. I have learnt a lot. It is sometimes.
Some things are better off as someone else's problem.
Yeah. I feel like this is definitely not a me problem anymore.
It's all about
It is
specialization.
a someone else problem.
We live in a society. I actually haven't
We
seen the
do.
movie that line is from, so I assume I'm usually using it wrong, but I feel like that's funnier.
I've not seen it either, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good.
Well, I really liked that Heath Ledger Joker movie, and I feel like when somebody does something really well, I'm just not in a rush to see someone else do it. Even if they supposedly did it well too. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to let the Heath Ledger one breathe for a few years.
I mean, that seems reasonable.
Okay.
Everyone take a drink. It's important to remain hydrated.
This is not Silk Touch.
Hello, kitty. Can I help you with anything? That's my face.
You can help with your face, clearly.
You know, yeah, pretty much. That's how it do be sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
For a few years, it came out in 2008.
Yeah. That's not that long. Like, I mean,
How old's your daughter now?
8?
Old enough that came out before she did?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, here in the United States, we use the term born, but, like, whatever.
I mean, I'm quite comfortable with the term coming out. It's
Yeah.
a thing.
Well, so around here, it would be, like, used for quinceañera parties or, like, things like that, but that's not really part of our culture.
Nearly thought I died. Nearly thought I died.
Okay. Yeah, I have an
So that
SMP on
big
my
thin tower.
on my Patreon server
Right.
for patrons.
I'm starting to see where I screwed up. It's fine.
It's
This
a
is
$10
fine.
multiplier.
This is just what we do here at Shay Mess Up.
Okay, I gotta say, this steeper angle is definitely working way better. Like, for where the walls meet on the diagonals and stuff. Because it was just really, really sloppy with the way that the corners and the edges were meeting before. But now it looks a lot better. Yeah.
Ah, I see where I went wrong, and I can fix it. I have the technology. I think.
Scar's online. Yay, Scar.
Yay! Oh no, I think I was right. I was right the first. That doesn't happen. Okay, so that's the main building.
It's like I'd
This
kind of like
part
to get caught back up to where
here.
I was.
This part has to come out. And then this part goes over here to the second building. So that's the... Okay, I figured out where I went wrong. It's okay. I didn't go as wrong as I thought I did, chat. So everybody be happy. I didn't mess up as much as I thought I did.
I'm happy, Cleo, because I didn't want to deal with fixing it. And I've got a million mobs throwing arrows at me now. Dang it. And there's a witch down there that is now tracking me. And
Sorry,
throwing
Joe.
potions. It's fine.
I know, Joe. But, you know, I can still apologise.
Yay. I feel better now that you apologize, Cleo. The actual cause of my suffering is not gone, though. But I feel better
cause of your
about
suffering will never go, Joe.
Oh, I know.
Never.
I know. Oh. 1, 2. More oak logs here.
Okay, so this wall comes all the way around at the same height. back behind here. So it goes all the way around here. That's the extra tower that we're going to ignore. And that's the new wall height that goes all the way over there. Okay. So if I come up here and I place down some dirt, as I all know you want me to. This is a real society moment. I'm not. No, 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 no. No, no. Like so. To be fair, it should sort of be there.
How does this work?
Hang on, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's
Okay, so that actually only
okay.
comes
Cool.
out to that
And then we go
far,
out like this.
and then comes over like this.
That's where it goes, and then
Yeah.
and then we keep this here for the tower. No, 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 no. I just wanted to stay shifted on the... Dear Mojang, have you considered... not? Yours sincerely, Cleo. Unfortunately, gravity is still a thing. I know. I know. And then this roof, I think, actually goes out to... Oh, is that where that is? Okay, I'm looking at my model and I can see where things work. So this length of wall sort of... goes here. Ish. And it goes up here.
Matthew Lavis asks, do the textures blend from a distance? Well, they better, because I'm not doing this a third time.
You say that, Joe. But...
Yeah, 1/3 time later.
Cannot... Oh, that's a different wall. Okay, so I can take this one out. And this one. Because that's where that wall lies. That terrified me to within an inch of my soul.
An inch of her soul.
Hi, Joe.
And then you go, an inch of my soul. That terrified me to
I mean, that's what I would
inch
do,
of
but
my
I don't.
soul.
I don't.
It sounds like a kid's pageant song.
Kitty, no! There is no more food for as much food as you want it.
Does your cat have the idea that sometimes you give them food if they're obnoxious, or...
Yes, sometimes that is the impression I get, yes.
Well, but like, do you actually ever indulge them, or is the cat just stubborn, like, one day it's gonna work?
I mean, I think I've done it once.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a case of... I have set times where I'm going to feed them.
Mm-hmm.
And they know it's about an hour
Mm-hmm.
until that time. So, you know, they start getting really lovey when they're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And also they just like my attention. Like, all of it. All of my attention.
Aw.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I you know, I was like that with my parents too. Mm-hmm. I wanted all the attention.
All right. I've got a good portion of this corner done here now.
That's good.
So, if we want to look at how this looks in general to get an idea of the texture and the slope. Yeah, this is coming together great. Oh, and you putting in that stuff, that really helps too.
This should be the same.
Do you mind if tonight on my stream I pick like one portion of the roof to put in the deep slate tile and just kind of do like a, hey, we're gonna do a palette check to make sure that this looks visually pleasing. I'm not gonna do the whole roof.
I'll tell you what you could do.
Mm-hmm.
Is you could do that.
Yeah.
And you could try and figure out this main roof slope that I haven't.
Uh-huh.
That would be helpful.
Gotcha. I was thinking I would do the building that has the, you've already kind of got the roof kind of partially laid in there.
Yeah, that's the bit I was asking for.
The one adjacent to the chapel. That's got the 4 turrets as well. So I can do those. Okay. Cool. I'm feeling so much better about this slope than the one last night. That was a nightmare. Like, I cannot express how stressful it was trying to, like, slope on... So, on the diagonals where you have an X and a Y shift in the slope, it was, like, or an X and a Z, I guess. You know what I mean. Okay.
That's a really satisfying noise. Breaking all the things at once.
Yeah. I'm gonna move my head out of the way so people can see.
There we go. So... Okay, so it goes sort of diagonal there. That is in the right place now.
I'm gonna go silk touch some brown mushrooms as well, because we were running low on those.
Okay. Falling bamboo is really nice. It really is.
Oh yeah. Also, you know that the bamboo over by the lake there. You can anytime you want to harvest that, feel free if you need extra bamboo, because it grows back so fast.
I've been doing that.
I was gonna say, is that a sarcastic thank you? Because like it sounded like a sarcastic thank you.
It's a case of I've already been doing that, so I didn't realise I wasn't supposed to.
No,
so,
no, you
thank
are
you for
supposed
permission
to.
at least.
You are supposed to. I just made it clearer now.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. People in my chat are saying that I should pixelate the wall more. Yeah. I'm gonna adjust. Like right now, it's super even. I just did most of the textures on the same level, but I'm gonna be modifying those as we go. This is just a rough layout at this point.
Sometimes what we need to do is rough.
And color. Okay.
That too. Okay, so that side of the wall is done. I think in my next video I can actually just start texturing it. And then there's this wall, which I am going to pretend doesn't exist right now. You see? Let's pretend it doesn't exist. Nobody needs to know.
I'm pretending it doesn't exist, and it's going great for me. This is easy mode, because I can't even see it.
To be fair, that wall is fairly simple, because it's like a massive, just the same height all the way down. I could put that in. I could put that in. It could be fine. You know what? Yeah, it's this height all the way down. This is fine. I can do this.
Are you near the bed?
I
can try an ender pearl over there if you need.
I'm not right now.
I'm almost there. Dang it. Bad pearl. Just barely missed the wall. I clipped it and fell back down.
That's fair.
I do think that all the ender pearling I do in video games has prepared me for the teleportation-based movement in VR games.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's a lot like ender pearling, where it's like you jump forward 8 feet, you jump forward 8 feet, you jump forward 8 feet, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
Alright, so this wall
45.
continues all The way down. I thought missing walls on one side was a HermitCraft rule. That is not. It's just recommended practice.
Okay. Dang it, I did this part wrong then. This part needs to be back out by one more. Okay.
Then these two walls are slightly taller than this one. Why did I do that without encroaching?
What'd you do, Cleo?
It's fine.
You alright there? Sounds like you're
I'm
having some
peachy.
inner turmoil or outer turmoil of some kind.
Just turmoil, Joe, to be honest. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I actually think... No. It's cool. It's cool. This is cool. This is fine. This is fine. Now we're ignoring...
Okay, that's gonna look better there.
we're ignoring that bit because I haven't yet done that bit. So we're going to pretend it doesn't exist. So it all works, you know? Holy moly, this is getting big. You've only just realised it's getting big now.
Yeah, this thing has been gigantic this entire time.
This thing is rather large.
Okay.
And we were talking time frames for this. And we thought, it'll take a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
Tops.
Well,
Tops.
But here's the thing with a project like this, is that it's fractal. Once you get one layer of it done, you can zoom in and be like, and now we're going to do detail work on every single interior, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to polish this up, and like you could work on something like this indefinitely, really.
You could.
You don't want
Let's just be clear, Joe. We're not.
okay.
Now I feel like I should just hit this wall here. I think we're making that bit straight and we'll just figure out what's wrong with it later. I mean, just in general. Can I point out, most of these don't have the roofs on them. So if, however tall you think it is, the roofs aren't on yet. Who says we're resetting chunks? I don't think we've made any decisions yet about what we're doing.
Well, Doc has reset his chunks. He found some sort of glitch in the game where you can force the game to delete.
Oh, that
the
makes
chunks.
sense. I guess that's where they're getting it from, yeah.
So yeah, if Doc comes over here and resets our chunks, we're gonna have a little conversation about that. But for right now, I think we're okay. I don't think he's super likely to use his powers for evil in our direction because of a healthy fear of ZombieCleo, which is just generally known as caution in professional circles.
I mean, yeah, I guess. It's not really caution, it's more kind of self-preservation at that point.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, it's all good. Me and Doc haven't had issues for a while, so we're fine. At least I'm fine.
Yeah, Doc's got his own problems. That's off topic. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. This is coming in pretty neatly here.
It regards after 1.7, 1.18 updates. We've not decided what we're doing for 1.8, 18 updates. I don't know how you guys have decided what we're doing.
Yeah, here's the thing.
It's one of those things. It's just
we've
like
been doing this for a decade now, and if you try to plan anything around Mojang's calendar, you're a fool. Like,
legitimately, yeah.
Yeah, like, why would you start planning around Mojang's calendar more than, like, before they put out the release candidate? Really? Until they put out the first release candidate, and then we know how many weeks it's going to take until they actually release it? It's just pure speculation. Because they could say, oh, yeah, it'll be 3 months. Will it? Like, I mean...
Will it be 3 months? No, I don't think it will.
Yeah, they could say it'll be 3 weeks. Will it?
Yeah, it's all kind of, what's the word? Messy.
Yeah, I was going to say wibbly
messy.
wobbly, timey wimey, but, you know, your thing works.
Yeah, usually it does.
Okay, so we got a block. Wait. I'm screwing this up somehow, and I'm not sure how.
I mean, yeah. Alright, this bit comes out. This bit is not a thing.
Garnell says, I'm not sure if you talked about this before, but is there a specific reason from your end why I can't subscribe to you on Twitch? No, but it's vaguely more about you than me, Garnell20.
I mean, as a rule, yeah.
As a rule, yeah, I'm... you know, some of your life choices just don't really align with what I'm trying to, you know, establish here as my brand, and so I've decided to just distance myself from your ability to subscribe to the channel.
Sometimes the things Joe says are only half jokes. Not this one, though. This one is just purely on him. Okay, so that...
If you would
tower
like to
there
move some
is
advocate
this
speeds,
wall
though, tips
here.
are welcome via
I can now
paypal.me/JoeHills.
This wall.
Yeah, I've been told repeatedly, Cleo, and this is the sort of thing that, like, I'm sure you'll appreciate, like, well, duh, Joe. I've been told repeatedly when people ask why they can't subscribe or give bits, I should tell them the other ways that they can support the channel by, like, tipping or Patreon. But instead, I usually just make fun of Amazon. Or, in this very specific case, this person. Because they asked why they couldn't subscribe, and they made it about them, so I made my response about them. But yeah. And then, like, 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should link the PayPal. Womp womp. It's fine.
It's very Joe. It's very Joe, is all I'm saying. It's very, very Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think... Right, if I look at this from the ground, I'm gonna cry, I suspect, just by how much we've got to do.
I mean, I think it was looking pretty good. Oh, you're gonna cry because of the effort, not because it looks bad. Because it looks great, but yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah, I've not done like this end bit over here, and there's a bit of a wall that links the two between each other that I haven't. I've decided that I'm going to ignore for a moment. So, yeah. I'll tell you what I am going to do. I am going to go and get spike farming. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, good idea. We've had that loaded for a little while. You know, since you and I usually are online at different times, it actually does help keep all the farms and everything running.
It does. I mean, we're doing quite well. I mean, it's not enough, but, you know...
But what is?
We can just fill in the... We can fill in the space with mushroom blocks, and then just go around when more grows.
I mean, we've got a lot of dripstone. I mean, I've got several stacks on me, and there's still several stacks in the box.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you realise how much castle there is to our castle, and I don't think we've had it loaded. Apparently, from where we are in the castle.
Oh, really? Oh, because I've been back in this back corner here. Sorry about that.
Yeah, really, that's your fault, Joe.
I mean, it was a personal decision I made that is now disadvantageous to the team. So yeah, I mean, I think I should.
It's okay.
Own that.
I will AFK there this afternoon, I think.
Okay.
It'll make it easy for us.
Yeah, I've got Clash of the Creators at in about 2.5 hours, so I cannot do that.
I hate your walls, Joe.
You hate what?
You've made it so mobs can't get over them. That also means Cleo can't get over them.
Which walls?
The walls at your house. I'm trying to look at the building.
Oh, well, just
And I don't
Ender
want
Pearl
to damage anything.
Just Ender Pearl up to the roof. That's fine.
Oh yeah, with my mass amounts of ender pearls. Yes.
I mean, there's like just chests and chests of Ender Pearls, Cleo, in the
Okay. Well, I'm going to head off because I need to, dinner.
Okay, yeah, I
And
also
suspect
need to
you
have
probably
lunch.
need to lunch.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
get somewhere
yeah.
safe to log off. I might say a few words to my chat, but yeah, Cleo, thank you so
same.
much for making time to get this coordinated because this is way easier. At least for me, this was way better than doing this solo. So thank you. Hopefully, I didn't slow you down too much.
Only a little. I'll see you in a bit, Joe.
Alrighty, bye, Cleo.
Bye.
Alrighty, stream. Hope y'all are doing well here. Let's go ahead and check out what is going on in the rest of the world. Twitch.tv/directory/following. Oh, yeah, I was gonna play Sagrada with NJ. Yeah. So I've got to go make a sandwich real quick, and then I'm gonna hop on NJ's stream and play Sagrada with her. So I'm technically rating my next appearance, but I won't appear there for like 10-15 minutes because I gotta get food. So if you want to see me play Sagrada with NJ Coffee Junkie, we're gonna go ahead and raid her now. When you get there, say howdy, y'all. Joe Hills raid here. And until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do 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 do.